Hey everyone, and welcome to Calm Clear Minds. My name is Tatenda Moyo. I'm your host, and if you're new to the channel, please understand that this is a safe space to vent, to talk about all things mental health and everything in between that sort of makes you the best possible version of yourself. Now, if you're new to this channel, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I really hope that you stay and you become part of the family, part of the gang, and then we will do things all together. Now, the bar below is to advertise your product, your business, anything that is to do with. So that is there to ensure that you do that. So it replaces this. The join button is there for you to partner with us financially, and would really love that. But over and above that, I would love to thank the family that has been with us since day one. You guys are the real G's. Appreciate you. You guys are amazing. For the guys that are listening to this, don't understand what am I doing? I'm holding my fist up and I'm going, you are the real G. So thank you for being part of this. Thank you for being part of the episode. Thank you for being part of the channel. Thank you for being part of the family. Liking, sharing, subscribing is how you are part of that family. So if everything that we're going to talk about today is going to resonate with you, surely it's going to resonate with your family. So please share it to them. Without wasting much of your time, today we're speaking about the power of saying no. I know. I'm pausing right now because a lot of times when we're about to say no to the people that we love, we kind of feel like, they're going to feel like, one, I don't love them, and two, I don't respect them. I don't think that's the case. And tonight, I'm going to give you tricks and tools to ensure that the next time you say no, you are in a better position to still feel good about yourself and not feel like you're a bad person or let them make you feel like you're not a good person. No is a full sentence, yes, but then not everyone can say no. I can't just say no all the time. Every time I'll end up saying yes just because I feel like they need me more than I need them, so I have to be there for them. I understand all that. And tonight we're going to find out how best can we say no and still have the power in our hands and still have those people still know that they can still come back again. It's just like you go and look for sponsorship and you say, hello, I've got this event coming up and I would love to partner with your company. If they say no for that event, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a no for the next one. So for this one, maybe they don't have a budget, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they don't believe in your product, they don't believe in your event. No, it's just that they don't have the production or they don't have the capacity or the budget at that point in time going forward. Now let's understand how best can we equip ourselves after saying no, and how best can we keep on saying no, but at the same time, when we do say no, are we not closing up our doors for ourselves? Let's understand further. So that's what the episode is all about tonight. Let's start off with, why is it difficult to say no? A lot of us, we feel like if we say no, then that means we're going to miss out on a good opportunity, or we're going to be looked at as we are rude, or we're going to be looked at as, oh wow, we're not helpful, we are arrogant. At the same time, the society has sort of built us into thinking that when you say yes, things become easier. I still remember there was a time that I was in Botswana, and Zimbabweans were known to be people that never say no to a job. So what I mean by that was, if a client or a homestead, whatever, or a company, not a company, so it was piece jobs mostly, they'll say, do you know how to do plastering? Yes. Do you know how to do plumbing? Yes. Do you know how to do electrical work? Yes. Literally everything is a yes, 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 yes. And then they'll say, no, I'll learn on the job. But are we being honest, that when we then say yes, are we really putting our mind to it? Because you don't want a situation whereby you say no and you still feel guilty, but you also don't want a situation whereby you say yes and you do it half-heartedly. So let your no be a no. Even the Bible says, let your no be a no and your yes be a yes. There can't be any gray area. So tonight I'm going to teach you guys that when you say no, let that no be accompanied by respect and also be accompanied by the mere fact that you still have peace in your heart to say, yeah, I felt like it was not for me. I felt like that was not the right thing for me to do. And now you're looking at this and thinking, Tats, what about me as a kid and my parent says, go get me water? Can I say no? And it's a valid question. Can I say no to my father if he says, go get me water? That's a tough one. Let's talk about it. Let's have a discussion. Come either to my inbox and let me know. If my father comes and says, do this for me, can I say no because I'm doing my homework? Can I say no because I'm playing games? Can I say no because I'm still hooked up on something and I'm busy? That I'm leaving it out to you. Let's go on to the next point. The cost of saying no, or the cost of not saying no, always means that you're always going to say yes. But what does that entail? Because the moment you keep on saying yes, you're going to overcommit. And once you've overcommitted, you're not going to be right in your mental health, and you're also not going to deliver the best possible goods to the client or to your boss or to your superior because you are overcommitted. Now, in a workspace, you've got 8 hours of work. 8 hours from 8 to 4 or 9 to 5, however you start, wherever you start your work. After that, there's still going to be family time. There's still going to be travel time from the workspace to get to home. And we know that traffic is a nightmare. We get home, you still have to have time with the family, time with your kids and all that. When are you going to still do that extra lot of work that you said earlier that you would do it? Now you're going to be depressed because you said yes, 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 yes. And sometimes because you said you did not say no, automatically you said yes. So it must be very important that if your boss in a meeting or in a board meeting, they say, please take on that task, be in a position to say, sir, I really appreciate the opportunity, but I'm still busy with 1, 2, and 3. However, once I finish with 1, 2, and 3, I will have a look at it. That's respectful, isn't it? Saying yes to extra work means saying no to rest. Listen to that. Saying yes to extra commitment means saying no to more rest. And we all know that a restful mind and restful body is a more productive body. So if you're always saying yes to that, that means you're saying no to you. If you're saying more yes to more work, that means you're saying no to family time. Just think about it in that regard, that everything that you say no to, you're saying yes to something else. And everything that you say yes to, you're saying no to another thing. So when you say no to more work, then that means you're saying yes to family time. You're saying yes to your rest time. You are saying yes to your you time. You see how important that becomes, because like in maths, whatever happens to the right-hand side must happen to the left-hand side. Whatever happens to the left-hand side must happen to the right-hand side. Saying yes to every social event means no to your self-care. Every party you want to go to it. Every event you want to go to it. Every Friday, if someone says, let's go out, you are there. It's tiring. And I understand that for some of us now, we are old and we are past that stage where we were going out and we were having fun and friends and clubbing and all that. But you need to understand that the more you then carry on doing those things, time is moving. Before you know it, we are almost 40 years old, and we grew up being told that life begins at 40, and 40 felt like it was so far away. Now when you bend over, you're like, oh, my knee is sore. Oh, my back is sore. Oh, all those things. So because you never said no to the social events, you said yes to your self-care. That's how it's supposed to be. In that regard, how then do we set boundaries? Setting boundaries is so important because the moment I say no, that's a boundary that I've set. And the moment I say yes, that's a boundary again that I've set. Your friends, your circle needs to know that on Friday at 8 o'clock, we'll never get hold of Tatenda. Why? Because he's at home, he's with his family. Your boss, because you set a boundary that after 5 o'clock, I'm not available. Maybe the first few months they were calling you at 6 o'clock. Oh, please check that email and just get through to me. I'm so sorry to bother your family time. Until it's such a time where you say, no, once it's 6 o'clock, it's my family time, my phone is off. And even if it's on, it's not on for work. It's on for my social gathering or my social events or my family. That's a boundary that you set. That's a boundary that you set again in your marriage as well, where your partner knows that if I get home from work Or if I'm leaving the office, I need to send a message, say, love, I'm on my way. Love, I'm passing by this store. Love, I'm going to meet so and so for a drink. That is a boundary that you've set for yourself, that your partner needs to know wherever you are at any given time. If you were to ask my wife right now, where is your husband at 5 o'clock on a Friday? She'll tell you that I've got a lesson with Reuven O'Connell at 5 o'clock. 5 to 6, that's where I am. And I've got another one, 6 to 7:30. So she knows that most probably be home by 8 o'clock or 8:30, depending on if there's any event at the club. So that's again putting a boundary in our marriage or in our relationship. What is the boundary that you're setting up for yourself in your workspace, in your family, and in your social events? Practice simple and clear responses. When you say no, you don't have to over-explain why you're saying no. A simple, thank you for the offer, but I'll pass. If you want, you can go, thank you so much for the offer, but on that particular day, we've got something else planned. Done. If the person then says, come on, man, you can go there, then you come to me, and then that they want so much things. So make it clear and simple. This is the reason why I'm saying no. If you want to give them, other than that, it's just a thank you for the offer, man. I'm afraid I can't stay for drinks. Thank you. Done. Cheers, gents. Awesome stuff. Done. Be firm, but kind. You don't have to be rude just because you don't want to go clubbing with them. You don't have to be rude just because you don't want more work, because you're trying to throw a tantrum of the more work that you already have. Be firm, yet kind. I'm sorry, sir, but I'll have to decline that offer because I've got still 3 reports that I still need to hand in by tomorrow, 12 o'clock. So if I take this one, then that means those reports are going to be delayed. They won't make it by 12, which again is not going to sit well with me and what I've committed to. Kindly, can you please pass it on to my colleague if they've got time? And you're not pointing fingers to say, yeah, please go to Pumza. Pumza has got time. No, that's rude now. Kindly, please pass it on to the next person because I still have the target to meet 1, 2, and 3. So you are being firm. And for the guys that are having a drink and say, oh, gents, let's sit down for a drink. Like, hey, I'm so sorry, gents, but I have to rush somewhere. My wife and I have got something planned. Your friends will understand and respect that. Not going, no, I've got a life, gents. I've got a family to go to. After work, I can't go sit down and have drinks with you. Come on, as if I don't have a life. Now that's being rude. So whatever you do, be firm, yet being kind. Start small. Start small. If saying no is really difficult for you because it's a habit, and everyone is sort of like they look up to you because you are the most reliable in the workspace, you are the most reliable friend. Anytime a person calls you, even if it's at 11 p.m. and they've got a flat tire, they know you're going to be there for them. So start small so that you don't have to feel guilty. Start small by saying, sorry to that work task. I'm sorry, I can't take this one now because I am doing 1, 2, and 3. That's small stuff. Or if you go to an event and you don't enjoy it, say, gents, I have to go. Thanks, guys, for having me. Maybe sit there for 30 minutes or an hour, then boom, you leave. At least you short face. Even if it's a party, just rock up there, give the gift or bring the gift, whatever that you had, and say, not, have one drink and say, no, it's been good. Start small. Small steps. They say the journey of 1,000 steps begins with 1 step. So the smaller strides that you're taking into saying no and not have the whole big array of stuff that's going to help you to sort of like, now I'm feeling guilty because I said no to them and they wanted money. And maybe I did have the money, but it wasn't the money for that, what they wanted me to do. Or I've got plans for it and start small. Just move away from that space a little bit. The more they invite you to that event and you leave early, they're going to suddenly realize that, no, man, I think dude does not enjoy this. And you're also not feeling bad because you're making them feel like they always go to that event and it's boring. That's why you never set foot there. So you did go there, but you stood away or you moved away quite early. But for the guys that understand that no is a complete answer. The moment you say no, I cannot make it. That's it. Done. We spoke about firm and kindness, and no is a complete answer. No, I don't need that. No, I don't want to buy that. I used to have a problem with that, where you walk into a mall and someone is selling stuff or they want donations and whatnot. And now I'm thinking, how am I going to tell this person that I don't have the capacity, I don't have the budget to do what they were trying to sell to me, or to buy what they're trying to sell to me? And I'm like, now I'm there, I'm listening. And the more I'm listening to them, I'm thinking, now I'm wasting their time, because if I do not like what they are selling, then I should be moving away or ignoring them. At the same time, ignoring them again, kind of feel like, that's rude, because maybe that person is older and they're a mother figure or a father figure kind of vibe. Just a no. But in the no, also understand that you don't have to wait and let them explain what they are selling. I've learned that, yes, I can listen now. I think I'm in a position where mentally I'm now stronger. I can listen to what they are selling, then go, wow, this is beautiful, bro. This is amazing. However, I don't have the budget, unfortunately. And maybe it's the middle of the month, and maybe if I put it in my plans, I can take your number, and if ever in the future something opens up, I will get back to you. You see, I said no, and I was not rude about it. So no is a complete answer. You can either say, no, sorry, you don't have to explain, I'm not interested. Sometimes you can be interested to hearing about the product, but you just don't have the budget to get that product for yourself. That's not being rude. You just say, you know what, thank you so much for explaining, for taking your time to explain, but unfortunately, I'll have to pass. No is a complete statement on its own. In closing, saying no is not being selfish. I think we've been programmed a lot that if we say no to the people that we love, because all the people that come ask us things, it's either people that we love or people that we look up to or our superiors. Saying no doesn't necessarily mean that you're being selfish. It actually means that you're being full of self. That means you actually understand yourself more than the other person. And we always say when we started this podcast that you cannot pour from an empty cup. And the more you keep on pouring for other people and nothing is filling you up, then you end up going to be empty and you're always going to be depressed. So saying no is not being selfish. And I'm going to repeat it again. Just because you said no, it doesn't mean that you don't love them or you love them any less. Now, fam, as I'm wrapping, if this episode resonated with you in any shape, form, or you know somebody that may need this kind of information, please consider sharing it to them. And I'm so grateful that you still stayed from the start of the video to where we are right now, and you stayed with me from the start of the channel to where we are right now. I'm really appreciative of that. Thank you so much, and let's keep this conversation going on my inbox, on my social media platforms. All the links whatsoever that you need are down in the description below, or hit me up on WhatsApp and let's have a chat. What do you think about this episode? What do you think about the episodes that I've been producing of late? And what do you think needs to change? Some constructive criticism from you helps me. Some good criticism again helps me. Some encouragement again helps me. I love you guys. Stay clear and your minds are crispy. We'll see you guys on the other side. Stay sharp, stay clear, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Cheers for now. Bye.